Welcome to the Strong and Slender Leg Routine Workout. This is a 10 exercise workout that I'm grateful to be able to take you through since it's summertime and we're wearing our shorts, our bathing suits, our shorter dresses. So we want to really work on getting our legs strong and slender. And I'm going to be using the Lifepro vibration plate. The one I have today is the Rumblix Pro 4D. Whatever vibration plate you have from Lifepro is perfect. A couple props we're going to be needing besides water. Make sure you're hydrating. We want to flush lymph, get the lymph going to flush out all fats and get rid of all our cellulite through that lymphatic flush. So have water handy. I'm going to grab a sip now. Then you're going to need a few more props, especially if you're new to vibration plate training and we're going to be working on some single leg work. Have a wall or counter. I like to have a chair handy. So this is about a 2-foot chair that I love because it's lightweight, portable, easy to use, and sturdy. I'm also going to be using from Lifepro. This came with my platform. It comes with all the platforms. You've got resistance loops. So start with a light loop, maybe start with no loops until you feel confident with your workout. Then you can add the loops for additional resistance. Again, you've got to feel good about this. I don't want you to worry about following me exactly. I've been doing this for a long time, but progress will be incredible if you take it a little bit at a time. Easy does it and increase time and repetitions. I also have the squishy ball, aka mini stability ball. This came with the Horizons Balance Trainer. If you don't have that available, have perhaps a yoga block, or maybe a pillow, because I like to have something for some inner thigh work, and this is very helpful for that, and it's comfortable. But again, if you don't have that, get a pillow, grab a yoga block, something that you can squeeze into. And what we'll be doing, again, is I have 10 leg workouts planned for you. Keep your pace steady. I'm going to probably do about 10 reps per exercise, give or take. My count is never perfect, but here's what I'd like you to think about. If you start feeling the burn, you start feeling the fatigue, stop. Okay, we're going to work up to muscle fatigue. I don't want you to work through too much burn. Okay, that's just lactic acid coming out or fatigue in the muscles. So if you start losing form just because you want to finish those reps, it's probably not really worth it. You want to have great form. If you have any questions about any of the exercises, please don't hesitate to ask them along the way. I will be happy to answer them as best as I can. If not now, during this live recording, I'll hit you up after it's recorded, and then I can answer your questions as well. So give me a second here. I want to just check to make sure my chat box is open. There, perfect. So now I can see you guys. So I see I've got some people joining me. I'm so excited that you're here. Please type in the chat, say hello, and let me know where you're tuning in from. I'm actually looking at my smartwatch. I'm going to put in a functional workout, just curious, because we're working with our large muscle groups. Let me find it. Functional strength training. We're working with our large muscle groups. So that means we are definitely going to be burning calories while we're toning and strengthening. And I did an episode last week on arm toning. And as you recall, it was about lightweight and heavy reps. Well, we don't have weight here, but our legs weigh a lot. They do. That's the heaviest part of our body. They're big. Muscles weigh more than fat. So we don't need weight because legs are a weight. But we're going to do, when I say heavy reps, because I've got 10 exercises, and we'll do about 10 reps of each, you're going to be doing 100 reps for your legs, okay? Then you add your vibration plate. Well, that kicks up all of it. And as you notice, I do have shoes on You can do this workout barefoot with socks or shoes. And the reason I put shoes on today, because people always ask, what's better? Whatever feels good for you. Because I'm going to be doing some bit of balance work, this will give me a little more stability. I don't have to think so much about balance because I've got a flatter surface. But again, challenge yourself. If you're like, I got this, take your shoes off and go barefoot, because then there's going to be a lot more going on. There's something for everybody when it comes to what you want to put on your feet. All the workout's going to be standing. So isn't that good news? You don't have to get down on your plate up and down. But we will be using the chair to help us with some specific exercises. So nothing laying down on the plate, nothing laying down on the floor. It's all standing. Great news for all of us who can't get up and down quickly. Okay, are you guys ready for this workout? Strong and slender leg routine that I want to recommend that you do with your vibration plate at least twice a week, maybe 3 times. Because this is a recorded video, you'll be able to pause, take water breaks as needed, pause if you want to just do this exercise specifically. And if it's too much at one time, you can always break it into a couple exercises each day. So I'm going to hit the start. I'm going to increase my intensity mid-range. Probably go about right when I hit the red range, 40. That's the beauty of our settings. We can always change our programming. Okay, so I'm going to put the band around my ankles carefully, step on my platform. I put the ball between my knees, and we're just going to start with some warm-ups, okay? So I want you to just roll your hips around, kind of get the joints loosened up in your hips, your knees. I'll work on ankles in a moment. Breathing in, breathing out. Welcome, welcome from Kansas City. Glad you can join me. Reverse your circle. Think about your head. You're not bringing your head too far forward. Always keeping a soft bend in the knees. And then we're going to lift opposite heel. Now I've got the ball between there. If that's too awkward, you can take it off and just lift opposite heel. Get through your toes. And do about 10 reps of each. I just want to really be able to get all my small joints warmed up before I work onto the big ones. And then we're going to make circles, big toe to little toe. See what's going on in my hip here? I love these leg circles. And reverse it. If you're new to vibration platforms and you know you're only going to do 10 minutes sessions, do what you can, come back later. If you've been on the platform for a while, you know you can go up to 30 minutes a day, and we'll see how long this workout's going to take me while I talk you through it. Probably be less time when you do it a few times because you'll know what's going on. But I'm going to be very instructional on this as well as giving you the workout, because I think it's important you understand where your body should be. Okay, so we're kind of warmed up, and that just took us a few minutes. Legs are going to be, I'm going to go wide. I'm going to have the ball in my hands just for now, okay? So I'm going to squat and reach, toes slightly turned out. Pull the chin in. The tendency for a squat is to reach forward. I'm going to sit back as the ball goes forward. Exhale up. We'll go 5 more. Go to a point that feels good enough for your knees and hips. And if I'm going too fast, you can always slow it down. And last one. So now I'm going to hold the ball at my chest just to keep me lifted. And I'm going to abduct. I'm going to kick out and out. Press out. And if you're concerned about balance, you could have your hands on a counter or grab your pole. You can always put the band above your knees if that feels better for you. If this bothers your knees. So many options. Again, about 10 reps. I'm driving from the hip. I'm shifting my weight. Last time each side. Take a deep breath in and out, soft knees. Now, I'm going to put the ball between my knees, kind of up closer to the groin, okay? And the band's not, I'm not going to take the band off. It can just stay there. Hands behind the head, elbows slightly forward, pull the chin in. So now I'm going to go into my squat, squeezing the ball, little squats down and up, squeezing into the ball. Exhale, squeeze as you come up and down. They're little. Let me show you from the side what these look like without shutting my platform off. Abs are pulled in. Working quads, working calves, working glutes. 4, 3, 2, and rise up on 1. Squeeze that ball and release. Okay, so that was our first exercise. I squatted, I abducted, and I adducted. So that's kind of a 3, 4, and 1, okay? So maybe it's more than 10 exercises. Now, I'm going to go with, I don't need my ball for this. I'm going to keep my band on. This is option. I'm going to do one leg with band on, one leg with the band off, okay? Let's just see the difference, how it feels. Okay, so you're going to step back. I'm going to lunge, bend knee over ankle, and lift. Toes tapping on the floor. I'll show you this from behind. This is all quad and glute. And hamstring, I guess it's all. I love lunges. See where I put my hands under my chin? So I'm supporting my head. Breathe. 5 more. Core, lower belly muscles in. Chest is lifted. And last one. Whew. Yeah, that band added extra zip to it. So I'll take the band off for this one. Okay, just to show you the difference. Here's my lunge. I'm going to lift and lift. Sinking in, knee bent, lift. Pushing through the back leg. And exhale. Ears line up with hips. Let's go 5, 4. You can feel your glute on this too. 3, whoops, 2, and 1. All right, so that was exercise 2. Exercise number 3 is a plie squat. Now, with shoes on, this could be a little more challenging because I want you to squeeze your heels together. I don't want the toes out so wide because when you lift, it's going to be hard to keep the heels together. They should be maybe a fist distance. Big toes apart, about a fist distance or so, okay? And we're going to take the ball between the knees now, okay? So, hands behind the head always is my recommendation. I'm going to squat down, squeeze the ball, and exhale. Now I'm working inner thighs, working glutes as well. So this is my basic plie. Okay, first position if you're a ballerina. Keeping the abs, think belly, 2 inches below the belly. Pull it in and up. Shoulders are relaxed down. 4, big squeeze, 110% squeeze. 3, 2, and 1. Squeeze, 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 and release. Removing the ball. Now, hands can be on the hips or behind the head. I'm going to plie. I'm going to lift my heels. Down and up. And squeeze. So think about the ball that was between your legs. Not worrying how high you lift your heels. It's maybe an inch or 2 and lift. But the most important thing is keeping the heels connected. Okay, it doesn't seem like a lot, but it is. Now, if you're holding on to something, you might feel a little more secure to stay lifted longer. If you want to go deeper, you can into your plie and zip. So when I say zip, you're lifting up. For 4, 3, decide where you want your hands. 2, and hold and lift, lift, lift for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release and shake it out. Okay, that was exercise number 3. We're going to do side lunge with leg lift. You have the option, band or no band. I think I'm going to keep a band going on here, guys. Kind of digging this band work. This is totally up to you if you want it or not. And again, if you want to start with maybe lighter, the yellow band, that's fine. And I'll tell you what I'm going to do on this one. Because I'm using the band for a side leg lift, I don't want to strain the knee joint too much, so I'm going to put the band above my knees, okay? Now my platform's just shutting off. I did 3 exercises with some variations, and that was about 10 minutes or so. So let's put this on again. And you know what? I think I'll just do the P3 workout just to keep it kind of simple. Plus it'll confuse my muscles. So I'm going to start toes out. Think of it as a sumo squat, right? Okay, hips back, hands here. You can even put the ball, hold the ball, because that kind of keeps you lifted. And then we're going to lift. Press down in your platform leg. Push out. This is for the glute medius. Exhale each time. 10. Okay? This definitely is aerobic, so we're going to burn some calories. Yeah, I just had to see where my heart rate was. Make it wide enough so you've got resistance, okay? Take a breath in. Pull the hips back. From the side, it looks like this, okay? You're not here. Find your alignment and lift, okay? I'll just show you from the side. Exhale. Go as deep as you're comfortable, and that was 10. Okay, so that was our side lunge leg lift. Now, the next one, band or not, actually, I'll keep the band on because it's here. I'm going to grab my ball, and I'm going to grab my chair. For those of you that are not comfortable with a staggered move, okay, I'm going to lift the back heel. So there's a little bit of balance here. The ball is going to roll down to my knee. There's my end range, okay? And then I'm going to lift. So you have the chair here just in case you need it, okay? The goal is this outside hip, the knee that's in front, and I'm pushing through to lift. I'm going to the knee, so I don't have to go too deep to get this to work. This is all glute here. Press into all 5 toes and heel of the front foot. The back heel's lifted. Chin is tucked in. Okay, that was 10. And I'll show you from this side, okay? Now, heel lifted, hinge from the hips, arms are straight. We're going to hinge forward. See how flat my back is? I didn't round. Flat back. And I'm pressing into the front foot. This is our single leg deadlift. And you'll feel that in your booty there. Hinge. It's almost like a baby squat, if you will. You add weight to this, it's even more. But I just kept the ball for a point of reference. Okay. So now, I'm going to show you another variation of that, guys. It's the same exercise, number 4, a little different, okay? And that's why I had the chair here. Okay, so I'm going to go into a single deadlift, right? I'm going to lift and lower, okay? Up. Okay, that's a little different because all the weight's on my front leg. Okay, that's just an option for you here, okay? Show it on their side without balance or without anything to hold on to. I'm going to hinge up, hinge and lift, hinge and lift. It's challenging. Kicking into that band. Okay. Give it a shot. You're not comfortable with it, use the chair. Okay. From here, we're going to go into donkey kicks. This is exercise number 6. You definitely want to have your chair for this. Don't need the ball. I'm going to show you from the side. Know that this is recommended to probably do in the middle of your platform like this, but you're not going to see what I'm doing if I'm this way. So I'm going to show you from the side. Okay. My shoulders are over my wrists like we would be in a plank. Heel of hands on the chair. Bend the knee. Okay, so I start from knee in line with the hip. I bring it down knee to knee and exhale. It's like you're making a footprint into the ceiling without caving in your back. Shoulders away from ears. Now, I'll switch legs and do the other side, then we'll stand up for a moment, okay? Pull belly in, tailbone lifted, bend your knee to 90 degrees, then heel to the sky, line up with your hip, and then back down. Exhale, kick heel up. Keep, every time you exhale, the belly pulls in, the shoulders draw back. Nice flat back. 2 more. And release. Bend your knees, hands on thighs, rise up. So from that donkey kick, we're going to do number 7, which is a curtsy lunge. It'll kind of loosen up what we just kicked into. So, feet wider. Here's your hip joint, wider than your hip joint. My left leg stays on the platform. I keep looking ahead. You might even put your hands in �ဣ𝐸𝐴𝐺𝐸, and you step back and lift up. So I'm not taking my shoulders back with me. Right elbow forward. I'm pushing out this hip, and then I'm coming up. Bend both knees and lift. Inhale to lower, exhale lift. I'm doing best to keep this knee over the leg on the platform, the knee over the foot. And there's a little swivel of the hips. Elbows stay lifted so you don't collapse. This is 8. And 10. Perfect, okay? Let's go the other side. Stand tall to start, soft knees. Take a breath in and out. Then inhale back and exhale. So again, this hip, I'm going to shift out and swivel it. I'll put my hands on my hip so you can see it. Hip goes back, shoulders forward, and lift. Swivel. My brand new bionic hip actually loves this move to strengthen all the muscles in the hip joint. While I'm working on outer hips, calves, and heart. That's a big muscle. That's really important. 2 more. Hinge or swivel. Okay. Let's rock that out. Circle it out. Number 7. We're going to go back to hinging over our chair with fire hydrants. Now, tricky move, okay? For some people, I want your foot and your knee to stay in alignment. I'll show you from the front. It's the best way to see my fire hydrant, okay? Shoulders over the wrists, feet under the hips. You're going to bend your knee and you're going to go out to the side, okay? So I'm going to do 1 set here. I'm looking down at the floor. 5 more. Good. All right. Side 2. I'll show you from the side. So, feet in line with the hip, shoulders over the wrists, okay? Bend your knee, and you're going to go out. Okay, so that's the move, out. Now, having the band on here makes it harder to go higher. And you know what? I like that because I don't want you to swivel too much into the support leg hip. I want you to work the knee that's bent, that hip. Let's go 4 more. And 3. Whoo, BB. 2. Burn right here. 1. That's all I needed to get to that point of burning. And then I know I fatigued out, especially because that one's still working to get stronger. Okay, come up for a second. We're going to go back to the first leg. This is exercise number 9. It's called rainbow legs. So let me show you from behind so you understand the rainbow effect. You understand the setup already. Okay, so you're going to see me from behind. Okay. So I'm going to take my leg up. I'm going to come over and over. Up and over. One more. Okay, got it? Let's show you from the side. Other leg. Okay, so I extend the leg out. I cross over and over. We're doing 10 of these. I'm pushing through my heel, so the whole leg is active. All the muscles are active. Crossing your center line. Good core work too. One more. Okay, my platform just went off. So I did 3 exercises in 10 minutes. Then I did 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 5 exercises in another 10 minutes. I've got 1 more exercise. Platforms going on. You can have, I suggest for this one, you're going to have the band lower. I'll put it lower once I put my platform on. Have the band lower because we want to work quads, hamstrings, glutes with this one. So once again, let's go. What the heck? Let's do a P2. Band in front of ankles. Now, you can be at the side. You can use a pole to help you with balance on here, okay? I want you to know that you can do that. I'm kind of not in the middle of my platform. I'm on the front of it, and I'm going to have the heel forward. I'm going to kick. Abs are pulled in. This is quad. There's some balance there. Ooh, I'm oscillating big time. Tapping my heel on the platform. 1 more. Okay, then I walk to the other side, or you can stay in the middle where there's less vibration. Okay. Find your balance, shift your weight, pull your toes up, and kick forward. The quad's working here. If you have issues in your knees, by the way, soft knee bend on the platform leg. This is awesome for your quads. Yeah, it's balanced, so you can hold a pole. That's fine. I'm not trying to work balance today. It just so happens I don't have my pole handy or counter handy. 4, 3, 2, 1. So what it looks like from the side, guys, let me just show you this. Okay, I'm literally heel up, okay, and I'm kicking. But you put that on the vibration plate, big time difference. Okay, so let's get on. This is still number 10, part 2, which is side. So my heel's against the plate. I'm going to kick out. Abs are pulled in. Chest is lifted. Hands behind the head for helps me with my alignment. Again, now I'm working the side for the thigh. A lot of work in the glute here. Okay, you can walk it over to the other side. Now you can do the same leg, and I'll show you that in a second. But I'm alternating just to give you a little break on each leg. This will be interesting because I'm not as stable on this side. But I'll do the best I can. Okay, kick out. I'm putting my hand on my hip to just remind me of all the muscles I have to kick in. Your active foot, this is called the gesture leg. Toes are forward. 5, 4, 3. Quads are working. Whoo, baby. Okay. Last part of number D is hip extension. Okay, we were in flexion, abduction. So I guess I'll show you from behind what it looks like. Okay, I'm pitched forward. My toes touching the plate. My foot's flexed. I'm going to kick, heel, long leg, top of the glute here. This glute's working like crazy. 3, 2, 1. So I'll show you from the side what that looks like. Oh, I'll try. Okay, you can have a counter, kick your foot, abs pulled in, chin in, flexed, back foot, 6, 5, look at that quad working, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, we're done with the 10 exercises, but I just want to show you that last one in a different option, more instability. And my platform is like at its maximum in oscillation. So, do I wait? Nah, I'll do it. Okay, so I'm coming forward, kick once, go to the side, kick once, go back, kick once. Okay, forward, woo, side, back, forward, side, back. Got it? That's the other option. A little more challenge of balance, but we're going to hit it all 3 sides for 1 rep each, 10 times, okay? Now, of course, you've worked really hard on your legs there, so we've got to stretch them out. And I'm going to have you just do a couple things standing, then we'll be seated, and then we're done. So that was 30 minutes, okay? I started the workout, my clock on 30. I'm going to come forward. Let me show you from behind. Back heel down. Hand on the hip. Get a nice big stretch in the calf. Reach your arm up. Get a stretch all the way through the body. Abs are pulled in, so you don't want to arch in too much in your back. Okay? Then, that same leg I just did, okay, if it was behind, I'm going to bring it forward. Hinging from the hips. Pull the chin in. Your hands could be in front of your forehead so you don't drop your head, and you pull back. The little toe, think about that pulling up to the knee and hinging back. There's your hamstring stretch. Breathing in and out of that. Come on up. Let's do the other side. So I'm going to keep my foot on the platform, step back, square the hips, and then you can roll up and down in the calf if you want. The toes, you're welcome to do that. But keep the knee over the ankle. Keep your belly pulled in. Okay, just enjoy that stretch all the way back here. Then, that leg that was on the floor goes on the platform. Tie my shoe here. And my floor foot is turned out a little bit to give me some stability. I'm going to hinge. Push your seat back. Put your hands on your butt. Feel like you're pushing your sits bones in your hands, and then draw your hands forward so your abs pull in. And then you can point and flex into the platform foot. But getting a beautiful stretch in that hamstring. Figure 4 is our next one. So I'm going to sit on my chair, and I want to talk about the figure 4 for you guys. The most important thing is for you not to pull your foot. Hold on to your ankle. Sit nice and tall. Make sure the platform foot is right in line with your knee and hip. That tends to flare out. I want your alignment to be really good. Your hips are level. When you lean into this, it is not your head. I say it all the time. Okay? So put your hands in front of your forehead or behind and bring your chest forward and back. Now, some people will say, oh, push down. Don't push down because you're going to drop your hip. Okay? actually activate. Maybe put your hand under your knee and push down into your knee. So I'm pushing down, my hand's pushing up. The opposite of what you think, right? Then let go, then do it again. And you're gonna feel how you just got more, okay? So I'm not pushing down and forcing it out. I'm pulling up and pressing down. That's gonna really activate more. And I didn't round my back on this, see that? Then eventually, when you feel like you've got more length, and look how much more I got after just hanging out here. This one's a pretty important one. I'm just resting my forearms, pulling the chin in. Okay, then we'll do the other side, and I'll show you from the front. Now, this is kind of funny because this is my new hip. I'm tighter, so it's a lot higher up, okay? But I don't worry about that in the beginning. Watch what happens over time, okay? I'm holding on to my ankle, my knee alignment, my foot. I'm going to hinge forward and sit up, hinging and sitting. So I just want to kind of warm up into that, okay? Breathe in, exhale, come forward. Now my hand goes under my knee. I'm pushing my knee up. At the same time, I'm pressing my knee into my hand. And I'm going to get that hinge. I'm pushing. I'm going to give this a little isometric hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Now watch. Look how much more I got. Okay? That was just with me giving it some time. So now I'm going to lean into it a little bit. Still not perfect, but that's okay. I'll give it a little release. I'll do that isometric again. I'm going to push my knee into my hand. I'm pulling my knee up with my hand. Then relax, okay? There we go. See, I started here, right? Now look where I'm at. And I'm just going to just kind of lean into it more. Flat back. Breathing in, breathing out. Letting, if you're extremely tight, just give it time. Literally, when I say time, 30 seconds. Hang in that pose, that stretch. Find full breaths in and out. Make your breath maybe a 8 count in and an 8 count out, or maybe longer exhale out. Maybe it's a 12 count. Really stay with breath. And this was perfect. That was 30 minutes there. So I had the platform on. Oh yeah, nice. I didn't do any inner thigh stretches. Let's kind of lean forward and push those knees out. Use your arms. Oh, stretch those inner thighs. Okay, now I got all the stretches in. So guys, what'd you think? I see I still have some viewers here. How do you feel about that? It seemed like a lot of hip work, sure, but all my muscles of my legs had to support me in these exercises. So I worked calves, quads, I worked the outer thighs, the inner thighs, all the butt muscles, absolutely abs, back muscles, the posture muscles, and the good old heart muscle. And let's see, my exercise ring just closed. Yay, let's see what I got going here. So active calorie, total calories, 130 calories. That's cool, for 30 plus minutes of work. And the good news is I'm going to be burning those more calories throughout the day because I really pumped the muscles with a lot of blood. So everything's flushing through. Lots of water. Now, like I said, you can do this workout 2 to 3 times a week. We didn't do weight bearing. So I didn't lift heavy weight, so I didn't stress my muscles to the point where they needed a 24-hour recovery. So if you're really wanting to get some tone going really quick, it takes time, but you can do this workout every day. It's a Pilates-based workout, and so know that you can do this, but just make sure you've got 24 hours in between. I wouldn't do it in the morning, then at night. Give your muscles some recovery time, but you can do it every day. Keep hydrating. Make sure you're getting lots of good protein in, besides your other macronutrients, your fibers, because that's going to help pull out the toxins. Our fat is stored in fat. The toxins are stored in our fat cells, and that's why they kind of get fluffy and puffy. That's a lot of inflammation. So being on the vibration platform, we're moving through those toxins, we're hydrating, we're taking fiber to pull more toxins out to help us to get really toned. That's all I've got today. I want to thank you so very much for the opportunity to be in your living room, your workout room, wherever you're at. Maybe you're at the gym doing this. But I want to thank you so much for your time and attention. It's my pleasure to serve you and the community. Platform is a great tool to help you up your workouts, keep hydrated, keep great form, quality, net quantity, and you'll get results. Thanks, guys, for joining me. I will put the workouts below so you have those exercises that you know what's coming next. Bye for now.